As the first light of a humid morning in 2024 began to break, the faint outlines of warships emerged through the mist at Subic Bay. Their silhouettes a testament to the area's enduring strategic significance. Decades after American forces once cast their long shadows across these waters, Subic Bay Naval Base is experiencing a renaissance. This iconic site, which stood as a bulwark during some of the most turbulent periods in Asian history, is now reclaiming its role at the heart of the Philippines' defense strategy. As global powers vie for dominance in the South China Sea, Subic Bay is poised to be more than just a naval outpost. It's a critical fulcrum in the high-stakes power struggle, catalyzing national security and economic growth. For the Philippines, Subic Bay isn't merely a geographical landmark. It's a pivotal asset in the new era of Indo-Pacific security. In his book, Asia's Cauldron, Robert Kaplan discusses the geopolitical significance of the South China Sea and the various territorial disputes in the region. He highlights the strategic importance of locations like Subic Bay, which have historically served as critical military outposts and continue to play a vital role in regional security dynamics. Situated on Luzon's western coast, Subic Bay Naval Base is more than just a Philippines asset. It's a strategic gateway to one of the world's most contested maritime crossroads. Overlooking the South China Sea, this prime location allows the Philippines to monitor a region central to global commerce and security, where trillions of dollars in trade pass each year. With its sweeping view of busy sea lanes and proximity to potential flashpoints, Subic Bay empowers the Philippines to assert its presence and play a pivotal role in maintaining regional stability, making it indispensable not just to the nation, but to the broader Indo-Pacific security landscape. Subic Bay Naval Base is more than a military stronghold. It's an economic powerhouse that fuels growth locally, nationally, and for strategic U.S. interests in Asia. Beyond its military value, Subic Bay is a bustling hub for shipping, logistics, and tourism, capitalizing on its prime location and well-developed infrastructure. The Subic Bay Freeport Zone, established to spur economic growth in the area, now hosts hundreds of businesses and industries, from manufacturing to trade services. This economic zone generated nearly $1.5 billion in trade revenue in 2023 alone. Additionally, the Freeport Zone has created over 150,000 jobs, transforming Subic Bay into an anchor for economic stability and opportunity in the Luzon region. For the United States, Subic Bay is an invaluable asset as it supports U.S.-Philippine security agreements while advancing mutual economic goals. American companies are among the major investors in the Freeport Zone, with cumulative investments of approximately $3 billion as of 2023. These partnerships not only increase local job creation and technology transfer, but also reinforce a shared economic resilience against rising regional tensions. The dual-use nature of Subic Bay as both a military and commercial port highlights its strategic and economic importance. For both the Philippines and the U.S., Subic Bay's success stands as a model of regional security working in harmony with economic development, making it a critical asset in the Indo-Pacific landscape. In an era of evolving security dynamics, Subic Bay Naval Base stands as a cornerstone of the Philippines' defense strategy. Strategically positioned along the South China Sea, the base is essential not only for safeguarding Philippine sovereignty, but also for strengthening the country's alliance with the United States and increasing broader regional security efforts. Subic Bay serves as a critical platform for joint military exercises, operations, and training, enabling Philippine and U.S. forces to collaborate and sharpen their readiness for a range of defense scenarios. For the Philippines, access to Subic Bay allows for rapid mobilization and deployment of naval assets. critical for asserting territorial claims and deterring foreign incursions in contested waters. The joint military activities held here have also equipped the Philippine Armed Forces with advanced training and operational experience, directly enhancing their ability to respond to evolving maritime threats. From anti-terrorism operations to high seas drills, these exercises are designed to address specific regional challenges, helping Philippine forces develop the tactical flexibility and resilience required in today's high-stakes security environment. Subic Bay's role extends beyond traditional defense. Given the Philippines' high exposure to natural disasters, the base is a vital asset in disaster preparedness and humanitarian response. When typhoons, earthquakes, or volcanic eruptions strike, Subic Bay offers logistical and operational support for emergency operations, often in coordination with U.S. forces, who bring additional resources and technical expertise. This partnership was highlighted in recent years when joint response efforts led to faster and more effective aid delivery in disaster-stricken areas. The U.S. also sees Subic Bay as a linchpin in its Indo-Pacific strategy, offering a forward operating base to support its commitment to freedom of navigation and regional stability. With increased tensions in the South China Sea, Subic Bay provides the U.S. with a strategic location for rapid deployment and a reliable ally in the Philippines. Enhanced cooperation through Subic Bay not only underscores the strength of U.S.-Philippine defense ties, but also signals a robust deterrence posture in the face of aggressive regional actions. Facing escalating security threats from China's assertive stance in the South China Sea, the Philippines is advancing plans to establish a second, larger military base at Subic Bay. Defense Secretary Gilbert Teodoro Jr. recently shared details during a Senate hearing on the Department of National Defense's 2025 budget proposal, stating that the Philippines has already begun acquiring land within the Subic Bay Metropolitan Authority, SBMA, boundary. Teodoro explained that with presidential authorization, discussions with SBMA representatives are underway to secure space for this new Philippine Navy facility, aiming for completion by 2028. According to Teodoro, the envisioned main operating base would accommodate the Navy's plans to bolster its fleet with 10 new corvettes and frigates. He also suggested that the Philippine Navy's current base could be leased to commercial ventures, preserving revenue within the SBMA zone. Additionally, Teodoro highlighted the Navy's intention to establish 3 other forward operating bases, FOBs, across Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. This strategic expansion follows reports from June that indicated the Philippines is also considering a new forward operating air facility at Subic Bay Airport, with capabilities to host attack and surveillance aircraft. While Teodoro did not name foreign partners, it's understood that this initiative aligns with the Philippines' broader military modernization efforts in response to China's aggressive actions over territorial disputes. China's expansive claims in the South China Sea clash with Philippine sovereignty over features such as the Second Thomas Shoal, Sabina Shoal, and Scarborough Shoal. Recent confrontations, including ramming incidents, water cannon usage, and aircraft shadowing by Chinese forces, have intensified concerns over regional stability. Located close to the Scarborough Shoal and about 100 kilometers northwest of Manila Bay, Subic Bay's strategic position on Luzon's west coast strengthens the Philippines' ability to project power and maintain critical security in disputed waters. Subic Bay Naval Base is more than a critical national asset for the Philippines. It stands as a geopolitical keystone in the complex Indo-Pacific landscape. Its strategic importance extends well beyond Philippine borders, serving as a linchpin in the country's alliances, especially with the United States. Historically hosting U.S. military operations, Subic Bay represents a formidable commitment to maintaining a balance of power amid escalating tensions in the South China Sea. This alliance amplifies the Philippines' role in regional security dynamics, reinforcing its position on sovereignty and freedom of navigation. For the United States and other allies, Subic Bay's operational potential symbolizes a shared strategic resolve, signifying the base's role not only as a military hub, but as a powerful statement of unity in defending a stable, rules-based order in one of the world's most contested waters. Subic Bay Naval Base carries a weight of history that highlights its irreplaceable role in the Philippines and the broader Indo-Pacific. Established during the American colonial period, Subic Bay has seen more than a century of strategic action, evolving through global conflicts and regional power shifts that have redefined its place in the world. As one of the largest U.S. naval bases in the Pacific, Subic Bay was a strategic hub for the United States military, solidifying its influence during key 20th century conflicts. During World War II, Subic Bay was a critical staging ground, playing a key part in the Allied response across the Pacific theater. Despite extensive damage from Japanese attacks, the base's resilient infrastructure allowed it to be quickly reactivated, embodying a symbol of Allied strength and commitment to securing the Pacific. Subic's influence persisted well into the Cold War, when it became a central node in the U.S. strategy to contain Soviet influence in the Asia-Pacific, supporting operations that underscored the balance of power in the region. This historical gravitas not only deepened the Philippines-U.S. alliance, but also demonstrated the base's geopolitical importance. Even after the U.S. left Subic in the early 1990s, its legacy endured, and the site transitioned into a free port zone that transformed the local economy and maintained its global ties. In recent years, as regional tensions have intensified, the Philippine government has revived the idea of a stronger military presence at Subic, considering it an irreplaceable asset for national defense. Subic Bay's historical significance continues to shape its role in modern defense strategy. Its legacy as a symbol of Philippine resilience and as a strategic cornerstone of the U.S.-Philippine alliance endures, ensuring Subic Bay's relevance as both a commercial hub and a bastion of defense readiness. As the Philippines navigates the complexities of the South China Sea, Subic Bay remains a powerful reminder of the country's storied history and its commitment to sovereignty and regional stability. The future of Subic Bay Naval Base looks as formidable as its past, with its relevance only growing as the Philippines modernizes its military and bolsters its maritime defenses. As the country faces new challenges in the South China Sea and broader Indo-Pacific region, Subic Bay stands poised to be a critical pillar in this evolving defense strategy. Strategic investments aimed at further developing and modernizing the base not only enhance its military value, but also unlock substantial economic potential, drawing both local and international interest. These advancements highlight Subic Bay's dual role as both a defense stronghold and a dynamic economic hub. The Philippine government's plans to increase its maritime capability with updated facilities, modern naval equipment, and advanced surveillance systems will attract fresh investment, expanding Subic's capacity to support larger and more complex naval operations. As the Indo-Pacific security landscape becomes increasingly complex, Subic Bay's role as a strategic anchor ensures it will remain a focal point for both defense and diplomacy, solidifying the Philippines' commitment to regional security and economic resilience in an era of heightened geopolitical competition. In essence, Subic Bay Naval Base stands as a strategic asset woven deeply into the fabric of the Philippines' national identity and regional influence. Its prime location, close to contested waters, enhances its significance as a hub for defense and diplomacy, while its economic contributions foster growth and opportunity for local industries and international partnerships. Subic Bay's role extends beyond its borders, highlighting its importance not only to the Philippines, but also to its allies, particularly in an era of shifting regional power dynamics. Thank you for tuning into our channel. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth analysis of global issues.